Hello everyone, how's everybody doing? You guys doing good too? I'm doing good too. Let's get on today's video session. So what will do have in story today? Just after this. Sorry, 3 on second, huh? Oh, we're not talking about this system today. It's all about Fujitsu, yeah. Okay. Right. So welcome back on my video session again. And today we are going to be talking about Fujitsu. Yeah? So it's been a long time talking about Fujitsu. We haven't been talking about this system for quite a while because really my channel is more focused on Fujitsu. But I have never ever talked about much about Fujitsu, to be honest. Right. Today what we're going to be talking about, right? It's about Fujitsu devices. Now we know Fujitsu has made lots of smartphones, yeah? A lot of people probably don't even know Fujitsu has ever made a smartphone. That is because Fujitsu um, smartphones are made in Japan, yeah? And these smartphones stay in their home country because Fujitsu is more like a business company, you see. It's not really a company where it will go, casually in all homes. It's never been made for things like that. It's just the way Fujitsu works. Because they actually believe that working with businesses, that's where the success comes. That's what their business is really, isn't it? That's what they want to do. They're not gonna just go and do anything which they're not interested in. Okay, I know Fujitsu has made a Fujitsu Arrows U smartphone. They also made the Fujitsu Arrows 5G. Now, the strongest point of Fujitsu smartphones, if we look at Snapdragon, yeah, 450. Snapdragon 450 is not even a good Snapdragon, really. It's not, isn't it, really? But if we look at this smartphone, yeah, this is a Fujitsu Arrows U. Alright? It's quite good, Yeah. It's a Fujitsu Arrows U, this one is. This phone uses a Snapdragon 450. You're probably thinking, why would I talk about an old Snapdragon? Because Fujitsu works on in the field of business, isn't it? Like office business. They do these kind of things. Now, what's this all about talking about Snapdragon 450? If they put this Snapdragon 450 in this device, have they done a good thing? They have. Because it's not focused for graphics. It's focused for more like people using the workplaces and businesses. It's more to do with stuff like that. That's what this device is for. But now my point is that if you had other brands, okay, using the same Snapdragon 450. Would that be good? No. It'd be rubbish. It'd be rubbish. It'd be absolutely rubbish. The reason for that, when other brands used to make Snapdragon 450, they used to put that GPU, but they weren't even focused on the hardware because they don't understand businesses, you see. Okay? This is really important to understand. We are going towards gaming. This is going to take towards gaming, okay? Because we're talking about office, business, and gaming. How can you game on a thing which is called Snapdragon 450? That's impossible. Because I'm thinking like when you buy a phone for workers, especially, they can't play games, really, can they? Not really. But if we look at the other brands, they use 450. They are not for office and business usage. No. And that's why they weren't good for Snapdragon 450. Okay? It's more like they were focused just to play videos. I don't think it's more to do with that. And that's the primary reason they weren't very good. Now, if them brands weren't focused for office and business, what does that actually mean? So that means they won't make a high performance device. They wouldn't do that, would they? Because Fujitsu is a company where it gives you high performance for workers and business. That's what they do. But how does that help your gaming needs though? That's the thing I don't understand. If I can understand, then you guys will understand that. So how does that work? Because like, if it's a high performance device, so basically the high performance is for workers and business. That's what Fujitsu does, yeah? But how would it help for gaming? That's the whole point. Right. If we got all brands using Snapdragon 450, that's not going to be good. Because when you use Snapdragon 450, you got to know what kind of hardware needs to be used for high performance for workers and businesses. Okay? This is kind of complicated, yeah? Because the gaming thing is not for devices like these. No, it isn't, because it's focused for workers and business. Don't worry, I'm going to explain that. How does that help for Fujitsu devices for gaming? Okay, just after this. Okay, guys. How does it help? That's the whole point. Okay, guys. Ooh. Right, let's continue. Now, if we're talking about Snapdragon 450, and then Fujitsu is talking about high performance. You know why he's talking about it? What this company is talking about? They're talking about the internal hardware. Yeah? So you just can't have a Snapdragon 450 and make it into high performance. It doesn't work like that. Because back in the time when Snapdragons were put into smartphones, it didn't do good justice to these devices. Okay? So when other brands were putting Snapdragon 450, they weren't working on hardware. So what kind of hardware are we talking about? So what do you need in a smartphone to make it run better? You need a fast CPU, uh, fast RAM, and a fast SSD. You need these kind of stuff in a smartphone to make it run better. Then in the end, the GPU is the Snapdragon 450. That's how it works. That's how Fujitsu makes their devices in good performance. But what devices were doing in the past when they were using Snapdragon 450, they were using slow CPUs, RAMs, and SSDs, you see. And that's why them what do you call it, Snapdragon 450s weren't doing a good job on them. They would be just quite slow for gaming, really. That's what you need for gaming, because I've got proof what Fujitsu was doing for these smartphones. I'm not going to go for the specifications for this smartphone. I'm sure you already know about the specifications on the Fujitsu Arrows U. The hardware internally in this smartphone, it's quite good, and that's what runs this Snapdragon 450. And that's the thing that other brands couldn't understand about Snapdragon 450, because they weren't focusing on gaming anyway, right? So what was happening there when we talk about other brands, right? They weren't focused on gaming, and then because of that, the Snapdragon 450 wasn't doing much for gaming. But in terms of Fujitsu, of course, Fujitsu wasn't doing this for gaming anyway. Fujitsu was giving you a high performance device for workers and business. And because sometimes business people, uh, when they're doing some other works like construction work, they tend to watch some, videos, yeah, and they want to watch the videos in HD, and this device can do all that. That's what Fujitsu was doing in this, and on top of that, he put good hardware, which will help the Snapdragon 450 for gaming. Now I've got further proof, which I've got some Android games on this. Okay, I'll show you some. Here we go. This is something like Beach Boogie or something. So check it out. Hold on. So let this game just come on here. Okay, it's Beach Boogie. I was very surprised how well this device was performing. Why wouldn't it perform well? Because Fujitsu works really well with the internal hardware, for workers and businesses. And that's what made the Snapdragon 450 do a good job on it. Because lots of people always think, or customers, the Snapdragon 450 is good. Yeah, of course, they're not that good, really. But if you start putting a good hardware to the highest level, your Snapdragon 450 is going to be really good. Trust me. Check this out. This is amazing. Look. I'm not going to play much of this game, but I'm just going to show you this game. Don't know if I can run it properly. See that? Look at what he runs. Look at that. Look at that. I'm not going to win this race anyway, so pretty hard to play on this. Yeah. Look at that. Usually, this game, he struggles. Okay? He usually struggles. He performs really well. Because usually, this game will struggle on 450s, On this device, it's performing really, really well, yeah? Doing all this. CS2 game something. Let me just get this on working for you. So this is like a quick video. How well this really come on this. A normal device can't run this game, you know. Ah, okay, frozen land on a far level. Look at that. Look at while he runs. Look at that. Look at that. Amazing, isn't it? Runs really well. I can't actually play it because, you know, look at that. It's really good on it. Look at that. Okay. So look at that. It's amazing, isn't it? It's absolutely incredible. Are you sure you get your club as well? This game can be very difficult to run, you know. But I know it's a bit of stuttering on this, but this game runs really well on this device. You can imagine you could play all these kind of game on this kind of Snapdragon 450. You will only able to do that on the Fujitsu devices. As I said, these are high performance for work and businesses. That's what it is. They put good internal hardware in these kind of devices. That's why they run better on it. And other brands wouldn't really even focus on that much of that, using high performance internal hardware. They're just focusing more like, web browsing and just a bit of like videos, like running on non-HD. That's what they used to do. But we used to really care about everything, like, to running on HD videos. And running HD videos, you need to do a good job about it. Looks all okay. Okay, it's taking a bit longer. Hmm. I even this game usually does that, Yeah, let's just try a different one. Yeah. Okay, let's ignore that one. I think you need a network and internet to run that, and all that kind of stuff. I'll try. Okay, I've got Impulsion. Okay, let's try that one. Okay. And these kind of easy games to run. Some of them can be on, you know. Cutscene works really well as well. Look at that. Okay, let me just skip that. Let's just skip all this text. Yeah, look at that. This game's not even to run. And look how well it runs on this. Look at that. Wait there. I'll try to run with it. Look at that. This is hard to play with the finger on here. See that? Look at that. Works really well, doesn't it, really, innit? Look at that. How amazing it is. Yeah, so there's that one as well. These games are kind of like acclaimed games. That you can't just run them so easily. Yeah. Really, really good, man. Very, very good. Right. We can try just the last game, Skyforce. This game's not easy to run on Sony's. I just like but just to the way they make the internal hardware. You compare on the even like a device like this with a Snapdragon like this to run with good graphics, yeah? Because they use very good CPU, RAM, and SSDs in it. They're gonna do that because they work on businesses use it, you see. And you're in good hands with them. Look at that. Look at that. Absolutely amazing, isn't it? Running really, really well. Absolutely tremendous performance. Yeah. This is Snapdragon 450 we're talking about here. I will show you properly, even with a game controller, how this device really works. Can you imagine a Snapdragon 450, running these kind of games, right, on this kind of device? I'm not kidding you, because if you bought any device from any other brand, come on, even the professional brands, they're not going to be able to run this kind of software on there. They weren't able to, because they don't tend to put good hardware in the devices back in the time when they put Snapdragon 450. They didn't do that. They just made them like normal devices where you can just like phone, text, and just do web browsing and just watch, like probably non-HD videos. That's what they used to make them. But this device, it's even good for HD videos. Yeah, it's really good. Also, my network's not advanced yet, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to do HD videos. But this device is good because it's got really good reviews and everything like that. I mean, people, even the Japanese people who bought this device, they really, really like this device. Trust me, this phone is only around about £210. I mean, when I bought it was 210. Maybe it's gone down in price even more than that. This phone is still selling. I think this phone's back from 2019. It's still selling really well. It still sells because like you know, it's got good internal hardware, it's got a good screen, it's got a good sound. It's very, very good, this device is. And you know what? This phone is uh, from a normal usage up to military graded, you know. Is that advanced this device is. For £210, look. And you know what's the good thing about this device? Look. It's one of them solid. Wait, hurt your hand, trust me. It's a solid device. Like where when you throw it, it won't break so easily. It's one of them devices. Fujitsu will do that because it's more workers and officers, you see. Like the workers they're talking about, it's like when you go into these kind of places where there's like, you know, hazardous places where you can drop it and it'll drop. You can throw it in a sand or something like that. When you work in a construction place, you probably slip down and drop. It won't break so easily, man. It's a very, very good device that is long last. I mean, this is one of the normal devices, right? From 210 man. This is one of the 210 man, the cheap one. They got even more expensive one, which goes from £350 onwards. They got much, much better than these ones. This one is a great startup, I would say, because I know they used to make that Fujitsu something what's that? M03, M04, M05, yeah. The M stands for military something, yeah. Yeah, they were them devices. I think there's a Snapdragon 410 in there or something like that. But that device is not good as this one because this one's having a Snapdragon 450. And then after that, they start using Fujitsu NX devices as well. So this is quite good. I'm going to be showing you more performance from this. So this is just a short video to show you what this device can really like. It's really, really worth it, this device is. I mean, you can do anything on it. Anything. It plays nearly all the Android games, yeah? I will be working on the emulation, but still, we're going to be carrying on the Android gaming on this. And what's it like, right? It's really, really good, yeah? I will try to show like some, you know, video streaming. What can video streaming be like on this phone, yeah? I'll be showing you everything on it. So, yeah, there you go. I hope you guys liked my video on the Fujitsu Arrows U. Okay, so and then later on when we finished with this phone, like so showing all the screens, the display, what's it like, you know, the Android games, the emulation. Once we've done that, then I will be talking about the Fujitsu stylistic devices. Wow, they are a device to reckon force with, man. They're one of my favorite PCs, man. Yeah, they're one of the best PCs you can ever buy for your money. Trust me on that. Okay, the only a challenger to Fujitsu stylistic is just it's Microsoft, really. There's nobody else because it's Microsoft Windows, isn't it? So there you have it. That's giving you some knowledge today. So yeah, on our next video, I'll be going more into the device if I can, and I will show you some more Android games how they actually work on it. So I hope you like my video today. Give your likes, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.